There we go. So we're standing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take both our arms, we're going to keep our arms nice and flat, take our hands up and just take them all the way up to the ceiling. So we're doing nothing, we're just stretching up. And then we're bringing our arms around to the side. I know you can't see very well with the arms, but you're going to lift them up out in front of you and then circle them all the way around. That's it. So just keep doing that. A couple more, just lifting them forward, up and round. Excellent. Roll those shoulders nice and gently. Fab. And then from here, just grab your little spiky ball. So you'll just massage your feet. We'll do what we normally do there. Just massaging the feet, fall on the mat, and then just roll through the feet. Roll through the feet. Just pressing down. Would you shut the door for me? Thanks. And then from here, press down through the feet. So you're making a curve around the ball. Okay, can you see that? I hope you can see that. And then just through onto your toes. So you know what to do here. And you're just trying to make sure that you can get sort of little bits of your toes that feel a little bit sore. Press them down on the ball, just to waken the feet up. And then press onto the other side. Good. Fab. And just roll them around. Now, just from there, just pop the ball between your heels. So I'm just moving back. So it's between the heels, you're just going to lift, float up onto your toes, all right? So keep the ball between your heels and just float up onto your toes. Just to make sure you can hold the ball without squeezing it. Just up and down, working through the toes. Just a little bit faster. Try not to put the heels down. You're just coming up and down on the toes. Grill. And then just drop that ball out. From there, you're going to just stand with one foot. You're going to take your knee up and you're going to do a big circle like that. Okay? So hold onto the door if you need to. You're going to lift your knee up and then take it back and do a big circle. And try and keep your foot heavy on the mat. So we're going to come up, swing it back and circle. Swing it back and circle, yeah? So just feel it. So remember, it's like that movement that you would put your hands on a scale, swing it up and take your leg over as if you were going to go over something, yeah? It's still important to have that sort of move because, you know, you need to be able to go out for your walks. Some of you still cycle a bike. The next one, you're going to come up and over to the other side. So it's just warming the hips, loosening them up. And then from there, go backwards. Like that. So you're just doing the opposite as you were doing. The idea is to not use your upper body too much and try and get more movement in to the hip. Good. Now from here, just coming to a wide stance. So you've got one foot back, one foot forward. You take the heel of that back foot off, the heel. Okay, so your toes are on, and you're going to just tuck this hip here. So this leg is back, you're going to tuck it, and then you're going to take this arm up to the ceiling. And then you're going to just extend back, lift that chest. And then from here, come back. So you're nice and tall. So the squeeze in here on this buttock, you're going to pull the tummy muscles in, and you're going to lift that hip, take this arm up, and squeeze that butter. Big stretch through the front of the hip. And then swap sides. So take that foot forward, take the other foot back. Again, good hip distance apart to give you balance. Tuck that hip, squeeze this butter, lift the arm up, and then lift the chest. And take it back. Hold it there, breathe in, and then come back. So you just loosen that bottom again. Tuck that hip again, lift up, lift the chest, and look back. Good. Just up to here. That's it. And good. Then pop your hands on your hips, and we're just going to circle like that.
Circle your hips.
And then reverse.
Little something. That's not doing it.
So we're just circling like that. Hoodoo. Good. And then side to side. Warming up.
Okay.
Good.
Right.
Then grab a hold of your band. Okay? So you've got your band. I'm going to move around so you can see. You're going to get your band on your palms of your hands. You're holding onto it. Okay? And then just step back. So you don't really see my whole body. You just hold my hips. And then I'm just going to do that dumb waiters. You keep your elbows into the body and pull the band apart. Okay? And pull the band apart. So you can see, keeping my elbows in. Yeah? And I'm just pulling it apart. Excellent. Couple more for me. You're just warming up. That rotates the cuff. Good. Well. Then from here, you're going to take a hold of it again. You're going to stand on one end. Okay, so to put the one end down there, horizontally, and stand on it. Okay, lovely. And then I'm going to take this arm, palm is facing forward. Okay, I take this arm, I'm going to lift it to the ceiling, and when I lift it, I'm then going to go over to the left. Okay, so my palm is still facing forward like that. Okay, and my arm is straight. It comes up to the side of my ear, nice and long. There, and then from here, I lift and over. Try and keep your hips still. So your arm stays straight all the way up to the ceiling. And over. Now, the thing with this is you can make that band as long as you want. So you can stand right at the end and take the band as long as you want so that you don't have to, it doesn't have to be too hard. So we're lifting up and over. Okay? But you want it to be a little bit of effort. And last one. Good. Then do the same to the side. So you're just going to swap the band. You keep it on the floor. So it's horizontally there. And you're going to stand on it.
Yeah.
Palm facing forward, remember.
Left foot.
And then lifting up and over. Up and over. Just check muting.
Pardon?
That's it. So a couple more for me. Now, bro. Then from here, you're going to take that band, take it out in front of you so the knuckles are facing the ceiling. You see that? Yeah. And there's plenty of stretch. And you're going to just do that up and over. So you take this arm, the arms up, and you take them up and behind you. Okay. Now remember, I'll sort of, I'll bend down. So you're going to go there. So you're keeping your hips. So you stay tall. I'm just showing you there. You can't see. Up and over. That's it. Just a couple more of those. Really good. Fab. Now, this time, take 1 foot on the band. 1 foot on the band. So you can do this with or without the band. So you 1 foot on and 1 foot next to it. So we've got plenty of bands. Okay? You're going to take those, so I'll show you from the side. You're going to hold everything nicely. You're going to take those arms up. When you get them as high as you can, yeah? You come as high as you can, and then you're going to loop them out to the side. Okay? So that's quite hard. Okay, I'm going to bend down and do it bent down, but I'm going to, but you still stand. Okay, so you're going to come up, and then you're going to circle out to the side. You're going to come up, so it goes forward and up, and then circle out to the side. Good, and then forward and up, and circle out. Excellent. Couple more of those. That's quite hard. So if you can't do it, what you got to remember is don't put your back into it. Okay, keep your hips still. So Barbary, I think you're leaning back a bit too far there. Keep those tummy muscles in. Sorry about that to spot you. Now from here, again, keeping 1 foot on the band. So we've got longer band. Okay, we're going to just take a deep breath. And as you breathe, as you exhale, you're going to go into a squat and you're going to take your arms forward. Okay? Now, I've made you stand on just one leg because it's the longer, your band is long. And up. Good. Pull those toe muscles in and lift. Sit your bottom down. Okay? So your bottom goes down behind you. And you take your arms out in front. That's it. Perfect. Good. Now remember, lose the band. Lose the band if it's too much. All right. We're just adding a bit of resistance in. Just making that squat a little bit harder. Good. Now from here, take the band in both hands. All right. So I'm going to come onto my knees. You stay on your feet. You're going to take that band up to the ceiling. So your tummy's held in, okay? You've got a hold of this band, nice and tall. You're then going to lift up out of the left side, come over, and take your right arm and pull it a little bit. You're going to come back to the center. You're going to lift up out of the right side. You're going to go to the left and let the arm pull. Can you see that? Coming a little bit closer, if that's good. You're here, and you're over, and you're up, and then again. I'm sorry about something went wrong with my computer. Hopefully everybody can see. And then from here, take that band down to your thighs, and then take it back up and over all the way behind you again. Yeah. And excellent. Up and down, up and over, just loosening off those shoulders. Now, from there, bring it back to the front. This time, take that band and put it over your thighs here. Okay? So you can see, hopefully, my thighs, my hands, my knuckles are facing forward. All right? We're standing nice and tall. And then from here, keeping that arm nice and straight, we're going to just draw the arms back. And back. And back. And pull. And pull. Now we're going to hold it here and do little pulses. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. And one more set. We're going to come back, pull back. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Jolly good. Now, take those arms back out in front of you. So here I'm going to go on my knees again, so you can see. So we're here with the shoulder height. Taking it, both arms forward. You need quite a good bit of band. From here, you're just going to pull those arms back. Yeah, as far as they can, so that the band goes tight across the chest. Now, try not to let the band come up here, because I don't want you to strangle yourself, okay? So you're just going to come across, you pull the band, and when you've got the band straight, you then open up those arms. So they come forward, they come back, and then they all pull back. So my arms are going as far back as I can. And then 2 more, we're just going to pull back, opening out that chest. And last one, pull back. Jolly good. And then finally for that set, you're going to just take the arms up and over again, nice and loose. Okay. Jolly good. Fab. Now, pop the band, keep a hold of it, and we're going to go on to, we're just going to have a couple of roll downs, all right? So you're standing, remember, with your feet hip distance, tummy held in, okay? Your bottom nice and tight, just work, and your pelvic floor lifted. Just look straight ahead and take a breath, and then just nod that chin. And then slowly, slowly peel down. Okay? And when you get to the bottom, you're just going to let yourself dangle. Now, I've injured the back of my knee, but if you can't, so I can't straighten my knee. So, yeah, at the moment. So I'd like you to try and straighten your legs if you can, and to stretch out your hamstrings. Now, just hold there and dangle. And then what I suggest you do here is a real dangle, and then you're just going to reach with each hand, just gently, and see if you can just loosen it off a bit. And just by doing that, just by kind of lifting my arm and reaching, all of a sudden, I can touch my toes. Okay, so you're just trying to, because often your back is fine. It's all the other bits that are going into the back here that need stretching out. So it could be that actually, if you just take your right hand towards your left foot, and then your left hand towards your right foot, and then just do that a couple of times, it may mean that you can actually touch your toes. Okay, so you're just trying to find a different way of stretching. We've all got bits and pieces that require stretching, and we're all different. Okay, from there, you take a breath, and we're just going to roll down again. So you're just going to, sorry, I forgot to tell you to come back up. It's been a morning, I can tell you. From there, rolling down. From here, we're just going to be on your knees. So first of all, just to start with, we're going to just take the weight forward and back. So we've got the equal weight through our hands and through our knees. All I'd like you to do is shift your weight forward so you feel a lot of weight on your hands. Then shift your weight back to the start. Shift your weight forward, lots of weight. Shift your weight back. So it's just back to even and then heavy on the arms. Back to even and then heavy on the arms. Good. And one more time. Back to heavy on the arms. Good. From there now, keeping your hands, going back to your normal position, 4-point kneeling. I'd like you to think about lifting your upper rib cage towards the ceiling. So we're going to lift and stretch away from our hands. So it's not about the bottom part, it's about the top part, your shoulder blades gliding open and that mid spine reaching the ceiling. So you're pushing away, trying to think about taking all the weight from your hands. Then I want you to keep your arms straight and let your chest sink right down as far as you can. Keeping those arms straight. And you'll feel those shoulder blades move if you want to move together. You're going to lift up from that position again. And those shoulder blades, they're like the dinner plates of your back, they move apart. And then you're going to come down and let those shoulder blades join again. Feel like they actually want to join. If you were standing tall, you'd be standing like a military man. Your chest would be pushed out. And then one more time. stretch away. Then slowly come back into a shell stretch. Just relieve the effort through the arms. And then back into forward kneeling. From there, we're going to a full cat stretch. So you're going to go into a full cat stretch. You're going to come out of that cat stretch and go into the next position. And then you're going to come into neutral. And then we're going to go side, up, undulate, side, and then down. So it's the bottom moving this time, okay? So we'll go through that again. We're going to go full cat stretch, lovely big extension, flexion, sorry. Then into a lovely extension when you look forward. So you let that chest drop down, you let your head look forward. Then you come back into neutral. Send your bottom out to the left. Lift that bottom, lift the spine through the center. Send the bottom to the right. And then dip the spine through the center. So it's a little core, it's just a 2 cat stretch thing. So we're going to go full cat stretch. Extension. Neutral. To the side, roll out. Roll back, roll down. Neutral. Full cat stretch. Extension, looking ahead. Back to neutral. To the left, lift the spine up. Oh, to the right, sink the spine down through the center. Good. From here, come back now into a shell stretch. Take the hands round to the left just a little bit. Stretch out the right side of the body. Take your hands to the right and stretch the left side. Good. From here, come back up, standing nice and tall. Go onto your knees. Okay, so I'm going to come closer so you can see a little bit better. So I'm on my knees, okay, my hands are out in front of me. I'm just going to do a quad stretch, tighten the buttock, hip stretch, and an arm movement, okay? So we're here, we take our arms out, good bit of effort through the band. Pull those tummy muscles in. Lift those arms to the ceiling and just lean from the knee back. Keeping that body still. Tighten those buttocks, tighten those tummy. Lift that chest. And then come back to the knee. Okay? So you pull your tummy muscles, you go back. Now, take those hands. Those arms, can you get them back just a little bit more? Oh, big old stretch. But keep those tummy muscles nice and tight. You don't want to arch your back. You're breathing in, you're exhaling, coming back. Whoa. And there. Breathe it in. And exhale. Good. And one more time, breathing in. And away you go. Oh. And take your hands down. Fab. Still got your band in your hands. Back onto all fours. Okay, now we need a lot of band. All right, so you've got one band, the end of your band under the right hand, and then lots of band on the left hand. Okay, so we're going to do a rotation, but we're adding a bit of resistance. So you can do this with or without the band. So I'll show you without the band. We're just going to take that left arm up and rotate it away up to the ceiling. Okay, trying to keep this area, the bottom and the knees really still. So you're just going to come up. Now, if you've got quite a good rotation or you fancy a bit of something extra, take a hold of that band, lift up, and add a bit of rotation with the band. So you're just lifting up. So you add a bit of, sorry, not rotation, it's rotating your body, but you're adding resistance with your arm up. Good. And then I'll just swap around to the other side so you can see better on that side. You're here, as much band as you need. And then we're going to go up and round. That's it. So again, if it's too much of the band, To be a hero, you're just going to lift up. All right? So you get a little bit more rotation without the band, but you also, as I say, get a bit of more effort with it. All right? So just do a couple more for me, if you would. Brill. And then from here, just pop it to one side for a moment. And we're just going to be on all fours. And from there, you're going to float on, no, you're not. You're going to take your right foot back. So we're nice and long. So legs nice and long. Can you see that? Can you see the leg? Move a little bit further forward. There we go. And we're going to lift it. And then we're going to keep it nice and long. And we're going to lift it high. And then bring it down to the floor. We're going to lift it high and down to the floor. Now, as you lift it, you're pushing the heel away from you, like that, as high as far as you can. Then you're lifting it, but you're not arching your back. This all comes from your buttock, okay? You tighten your buttock and you push your heel away. If you sink your back down, like that, you don't actually get any effort through the part that we're trying to actually exercise, which is your buttock, okay? Tighten that buttock. You can release it at this point now, tighten it again. Release it and tighten. And release and tighten. Good. And one more. All the while keeping that leg straight, tighten. Bring that leg back. Turn to the other side so you can see. So from here, you've got a nice straight leg. Flex that foot. And then lift. Good. Lift. Now, if you notice a slight bend on my knee, just ignore it. That's just my knee problem. Lifting, squeezing that buttock, squeeze it. Now, my left buttock feels like it's gone on holiday, yeah? So because sometimes one buttock is tighter than the other, all right? So I don't know if you feel that. I think mine's gone up somewhere sunny. But you tighten it, push that heel away, straighten that leg, keep the tummy muscles nice and tight. Couple more for me. Good. And rest. Excellent. Come down onto your tummy. All right. So I'm so close to the wall. We're trying to see so you can see me on this computer. So we'll start just from here. Can you see me? I hope you see. So you're going to start with your hands underneath your forehead. So from here, we're going to just think about lengthening the legs, making them nice and long, okay? From there, breathe in, pull those tummy muscles in, that pelvic floor, tighten the buttocks and float the toes, float the legs, nice and long, okay? Hold them in that position and then paddle them, as if you're swimming. Just paddle, paddle, paddle. 4 more. And rest. Good. Big breath in. Pull those tummy muscles in. Float those legs nice and long. Really reach the legs and then paddle them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. One last breathe in. Pull the tummy muscles in. Tighten the buttocks. Have it float tight. And float. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Jolly good. Bring those hands into your body so that the elbows close into the body. The elbows are bent. Hands are by your chest. Breathe deeply. Exhale, push up through the arms so that you're in this lovely curved position. From there, take a deep breath. Pull those tummy muscles in and send the bottom back into a shell stretch. So we're nice and long with the arms, sending the bottom back to the ceiling. So it's bottom back to the heels even. Brilliant. Now, come forward. Send that tummy down. Keep those arms nice and straight. Chest lifts up, and you look just a little bit ahead. Hold in that position. Breathe in. Exhale, pull those tummy muscles in, tighten those buttocks, tighten that pelvic floor, send that bottom back into a shell stretch. Lengthen out those arms again, big breath in. And then pull those tummy muscles in, keep them tight, and from here, send that chest through the gap. Nice big curve, okay? Tighten those tummy muscles. And one last time, keep them nice and tight as you transfer the weight. Bottom back, lengthen through the arms, breathing in, and then back, and down. Good. Hold that there, nice position. So now your hips are trying to square off to the floor. Breathe deeply, bend those elbows. Take those arms now forward. Arms nice and long, legs nice and long, head just about an inch off the mat, or 2.5 centimeters if you measure. When you're here, you're then going to float both arms and legs, and then opposite arm and leg, we're going to pat like that, and down. So you're going to breathe in, pull those tummy muscles in, tighten those buttocks, float those legs, float those arms ahead, and we're just going to pat. Away we go, up and down, and rest. One more time. And lengthen. This time, hold it this time. We're just holding and reaching. And down. We're going to do two more holds, okay? Breathing in. Exhale, tighten, lengthen, float, hold there. And down. And a good deep breath in. Exhale, pull tummy muscles in and float. Back. Bring those hands back into the body. Big deep breath and push up. Okay, so we're nice, long through the body. Back. From there, pull those tummy muscles in. Come back onto all fours. Back. This time, I'll show you from the, you're going to take your right arm. Take your right arm through the gap between your arm and left arm and your knee. You take your hand through, then lengthen it through. At this point, you can bend your left arm and pop your head on the mat. Okay, so you're stretching this right arm out. Okay, now you feel all right with that, you can cope with your head on the floor. Take this left arm up, bend it, and put the back of the hand onto the small of your back. And then lift your elbow and rotate as much as you can. Good. Lovely. So we're going to come out of that, I'm going to repeat it. Same side, you're going to take your right arm through the gap between the left arm and the left knee. Bend your left elbow. Let your head go to the mat. Stretch this right arm along the floor. Take the left arm up, take it to the ceiling, bend it, put the back of the hand on the small of the back. Now here, try and lift that elbow. Good. And then come back. Pop over to the other side. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see that a bit better. I'm going to be outside in the garden in a minute. I'm so close to the wall. So you've got your left hand, it's going through the gap now. Yeah, you're going to bend your right elbow. I think it's all right to have your head on the floor. Then you're going to take that right arm up, back of the hand onto the small of the back and lift the elbow. Good. Pop it back down. And then just through again. Head down and lift the elbow. And back. And then just one more. We'll go through one more. So we're going to through, head down, hand on the small of that, lift. Good. And then out of that. Jolly good. Then from here, we're going to turn onto our side. So nice and long. Just get my... So we're here. Whoops. Onto our side. Making yourself nice and comfortable. Okay? So remember, sometimes as well when you lie on your side, it can be a bit sore, okay? So if you've got any more padding, just pop that under your hip, okay? From here, relax your head on your arms or up like that. You're going to have your knees are bent and your feet are in line with your bottom. Then we're going to take the top leg and we're going to bring it up to hip height, okay? Then from here, we're going to straighten out the legs. So the knees are on top of each other vertically, just separated. The foot is pressing away. It's on a diagonal, okay? Keeping your hips still, you're going to lift that leg up as high as you can. Open it as far as you can, but don't roll back, yeah? Because as soon as you roll back, it all becomes about the whole pelvis, okay? You're keeping your pelvis still. You lift your leg as high as you can. So you should be getting something going on here, okay? Then from here, you're going to bring it down, all right? So it's a very simple move. Push your heel away, lift it as high as you can, okay? And down. Keeping that pelvis. Remember, you'll be able to tell if you're moving your pelvis. Put your hand on it, let your elbow go to the ceiling, and if you lift that leg, if you're taking it too far, and you roll back, your elbow will roll back with you, okay? So try and just lift that leg. Okay, now, this time you're holding it out as high as you can, and there you're going to circle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still above this bottom knee. You're still pushing it away, and you're still lifting it as high as you can. So you're into the maximum you possibly can in that hip. And then you bring it down and bend it. Just give it a rest. Okay? And then take that leg nice and long so that the foot now and the heel is in line with the back of your head. So you're a nice long line. You're pulling your tummy muscles in to try and think about the weight not being dropped onto the mat. And then you're going to take this foot and you're going to turn it down. So our foot is facing forward, our toes are facing forward. We're going to turn our toes down. So you're rotating in the hip. From here, keeping your hand on your waist, you're going to lift that heel straight up, okay? So the heel comes up. Pull your tummy muscles in. That leg is straight. Your heel goes up. Your heel. That's it. Keep that leg rotated. Fab. Now this time, hold it there as high as you can and do little pulses. 1, 2, rotate that foot down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Fab. From there now, keep that bottom leg nice and soft and gentle, relaxed. This leg, I want you to do as big a circle as you can, okay? So you need to go as far back as you can. But obviously, I got the wall there, the minute, so you're going to go forward and you're going to go back. Now, you can move around a little bit in this part of the body, okay? Because it's just about movement. Roll around, that's it. Get a good old stretch. And then from here, back as far as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. That's lovely. Good. And relax. From there, bend this top knee. And we'll just do the inner thigh this way today. So you're going to have your leg nice and long, your bottom leg. Foot is flexed, so the toes are facing forward. You're pushing your heel away from you. So you're really trying to lift your tummy muscles and keep that leg nice and long. Lift the leg and pop it back down. Push that heel away. Try and keep the foot facing forward And don't let the toes go up to the ceiling. You're really pushing. Lengthen. And lengthen. And lengthen. Good. Now hold it here. Really push that heel away. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it there. Lift it higher. Oh, a little bit higher. Now come back to where you were. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Jolly good. From there, just come round onto your other side. So rolling over to the other side. So we've got our knees bent. Okay, and we're taking that top leg and we're taking it up to hip height. Okay, the knees are in line, so the leg is forward. Keep your hips nice and still, and we're going to lift that leg as high as we can, but without rolling that pelvis back. So we're going to lift. Oh, and open. And lift. And back. And lift. And back. Good. And up. And up. Good. Now from here, we're going to take that leg back. We're going to straighten it, pull the tummy muscles in. And we're going to turn the foot down. Okay? We're going to lift and down, lift. So the heel goes to the ceiling and lift. And lift. And lift. And lift. We've got 2 more. And lift. And lift. Holding it here now. Lift. 1, 2 little pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Good. From there, we're going to come back. We're going to take, oh, I've lost the plot today. We're going to circle and circle. Good. I know you're probably screaming at me because I've missed one, but for the love of, I can't remember which one it is. I've lost the plot today. Swap, send it back. Whoa. Oh, circle. Couple more. Really go for it. Really loosen. Excellent. And then from here, bend the top leg over the bottom, straighten out the bottom. I'm going to flex that foot. And we're going to send the heel away. I'm going to lift. Keeping that nice and straight, that leg straight, lift. And lift. And lift. Couple more. Good. And then now hold it here, push your weight in 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop a little bit. And then back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Good. From here, turn onto your back. All right, so we're nice and long. Okay, so imagine both of my arms. You take your arms up and over behind you, and you're going to stretch them out. So you're in a bit of a star shape. Okay, so the arms are wide, the legs are wide, and lengthen. Just breathe in there. Good. Holding on, breathing in. Excellent. And then from here, just bring your arms down. Brill. from there, just bring your knees in close to your bottom. Good. And from there, you're just going to peel all the way up onto your shoulders and then peel back down. So this is just movement. It's not about doing anything else. We're just flexing and extending our spine, pushing up through the hips. Good. Excellent. And then just roll the knees gently from side to side. So you let them go all the way down and then obviously all the way down to the other side. Good. Now, from here, grab a hold of your roller. We're going to lie on the roller. Okay, so you're going to take the roller onto the mat. We're going to pop our bottom onto the end of it. Okay, so just take your time. Your bottom onto the end of it. We're obviously going to run over a little bit, if that's okay. If you need to leave, fine. I'm sorry about the problem, but if you want to stay on, we've got 10 more minutes, I think. Okay, so we're going to roll down. All right, so we're on our roller, trying to balance. Okay, so our feet and knees are hip distance. Okay, and our arms are relaxed on the mat. Okay, make sure your entire head is on the roller. Okay, you don't want your head off the end of the roller. From here, we're just going to take our arms up to the ceiling. Okay, so first of all, you're just going to feel the balance through your feet. So the idea is that you put your hands to the ceiling and you should be perfectly still on the roller. Okay, no movement, perfectly still. So the roller doesn't move, your feet are perfectly still. Okay, now from here, I just want you to take your arms overhead and circle them round. Now as you do that, you'll feel your shoulder blades hug the roller, and then as you take your arms round and outside you here, you may feel a big stretch on the front of your chest, your pecs, especially if your arms go low. Okay, so obviously you're doing that with both arms. Okay, and obviously I'm just too near my wall today to try and get myself in on this computer. Good. Now, from here, you're going to take your arms to the ceiling. And then we're going to take our right foot into tabletop. Okay. We're going to hold that position. And we're just going to try and be still. Okay. Pull your tummy muscles in. Fix your eyes on the ceiling. And try and be still. Good. Pop that foot down. Okay, so when you think, oh, this is easy, are you really being still? Okay, so ready to go with the other leg. So you're going to float the other leg. Pull those tummy muscles in. Get your position. Stay perfectly still. Good, and down. Excellent. So we're going to try that one more time to each side. It's all about, so we can do it, I can do it, but I'm still doing this a bit. Okay, I'm drawing up. So what I want you to do is get to the position, then focus on pulling your tummy muscles in, tightening your buttocks, tightening your pelvic floor, and making your body feel strong on the roller. And you should be stock still. And then one more time to each side. Just one more time to the other side. Oh, she said, falling over. So one side is always better than the other. So still. Good. Pop the hands down, pop the foot down. Now, hands on the mat, palms facing upwards, because that sort of takes that feeling of wanting to grip onto the floor, okay? You take your right leg into tabletop, followed by your left. So now you're balanced on your bottom, your shoulders, and your arms. So you're just trying to think about what you do with your hands. Not too much weight with the hands. Then just a simple single leg stretch. You can stretch away, come back, stretch away, come back, stretch away, come back, and repeat, okay? So we're really lengthening the legs, pointing the toes, pulling the tummy muscles in, and staying well balanced on the roller. Good. Now, still. How do you feel? Can you be still? Now, pull that leg out. Still. Come back. Swap the other leg. And back. One more. Lengthen. And back. And lengthen. And back. Now, pop the feet down. Good. Just bring the feet together, the feet and the knees, and bring them as near to the roller as you can. So now you've almost made your feet the extra part of the roller, so it should be a little bit harder to balance. So really keep those feet, those knees tight together as possible, and then lift both arms to the ceiling. Now squeeze those knees together. Keep the roller as still as you can. And take your arms overhead, all the way behind you. So you're almost a straight line like the roller. Pull the tummy muscles in. Keep everything. Now, no movement. Almost like you're lying on the mat. Nice and still. And then take both arms back to the ceiling. Now that was good. So we're going to go swapping arms. Pulling the tummy muscles in. Try not to roll from side to side. Up and back. Nice and slow. Now, speed it up a bit. But can you keep the roller still? Nice and a little bit faster. 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 Good. Keep going. And arms down. And then from here, let those arms open out. So the arms nice and straight out to the side. Obviously, I can't do it with this side, but here. And let those hands relax on the mat. So a big old stretch through here. Now, with both hands, you've got your arms like that. Now you're going to take your legs out and then just straighten them out. Okay? So that the heels are on the mat. You pull your tummy muscles in and think about sending the small of the back towards the roller. Okay? Big old stretch. Wow. Then from here, bring those hands in. Bend those knees. Now, very, very gently, just put your right hand down and roll gently onto the mat. And take your roller out and pop it behind your head. Okay? So you're just here. You've got your roller behind your head. We're just going to roll gently through the neck. Just pressing gently through the base of the skull. Good. And then from here, just roll that roller away. Let your body relax, but bring your right leg into tabletop, followed by your left. Holding your knees in. And then very slowly, let both feet go to the ceiling. Straightening out as much as you can. So as I say, I've got this funny knee, so I'm really thinking about trying to stretch it, straighten my legs, and then bend my knees and hug them in. Good. Go back into tabletop, straighten the legs, push those heels up, bend those knees, cuddle the knees in. Good. Come back and then straighten. Send one leg to the floor, straighten the other one, send the other leg to the floor. Flex the feet, push the heels away, relax your upper body. Now circle those feet at the ankles and circle at the wrists. Good. Shake out the hands, shake out the legs. And then from here, just a minute's worth of just a couple of minutes of just breathing into the nose and out to the mouth. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhaling. And exhale. Now just in your own time, breathe into the nose and out to the mouth and just feel your body relax. Just for about a minute. Now, very, very slowly, when you're ready, just bring yourself up onto your bottom. Good. And just sit there for a second. So I thought that was okay today. Not so much tummy today, I think you'll find. So you will be not, I hope that will be all right. If anybody found that a bit easier than normal, please feel free to join me tomorrow 10 to 11 if you've got spare time. On my other class, that would be completely free, but you just thought that because it's been a bit of a struggle today with being on computer. So if you found that it was easy and you'd like a bit more, just an extra class, just feel free to join me. It's 10 to 11. Text me or drop me an email and I'll make sure I put you on the list. Okay? But I shall just turn off the record. I'll just pop my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Thank you, Mel.
Thank you. Sorry, it was a bit hit and miss today. I don't know what's going on.
That's fine.
I can't see my blooming. I don't know what I've done with my glasses. That's funny, isn't it? I can't seem to see my glasses. Ah, there they are. There we go. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what went on. I think it my computer did some sort of update. And then it all kind of went pear-shaped from there.
Well, that's not surprising. Computers. There was absolutely